Hi, everybody, and welcome to our workshop. We will wait a couple of minutes when all others will join to this Zoom call. And it's really great to see you all here. Juliet, you have a perfect new avatar. It looks really nice. Let's wait another 3-4 minutes and we will continue. All right. All right. Let's start. I will start today from the presentation because in the end of this presentation, I have one important slide that I want all of you to put attention on step by step. Can you see my screen? Yes, I believe yes. So this workshop will be different from everything that we did before because not only uh, of the necessity that our main narratives need to be repeated and your attention need to be concentrated on the things that we are building. But because of the new block of marketing materials that we preparing right now and that will be implemented in our channels till the end of current week as well, I want to explain how exactly our presence in informational fields will be, and to put your attention to the fact that if you have any questions or somebody from your team have any questions, any necessity to receive a clarification from the side of our project team, you are able to jump on Ask Me Anything session that will start today. In our channel, it was described how exactly, when exactly it will be, and plus for the western part of our world, we will have one more Zoom call today in the evening for that will be a workshop, and we decided to combine these two workshops within one and the same day. What is the main message I try to address to all of you? First of all, the understanding of the fact that BitTON.AI is an ecosystem, a big, huge ecosystem that bigger than every participant inside this ecosystem, but much more perspective than any ability to see what will be the future of BitTON AI. And whenever we're talking about the ecosystem, it is important not to forget that BitTON AI itself is just a project that building a blockchain. But in the I don't know, in the full picture, this is a collaboration between a blockchain, a play-to-earn concept, which is critically important, and kilowatts as RVA. These three main directions, a blockchain, a game, solar power plants, and kilowatts, will be the main uh, narrative and the main background of everything that will be built in this 2026 inside the foundation phase of BitTON.AI project. So let's move step by step in short and simple explanation what it's all about. So blockchain BitTON.AI, we always call in on our presentation that this is a first intellectual consensus, but it's much simpler than anybody may understand to in their normal life, how it could be used and how it could be implemented into reality. It's almost the same like it was with the first uh, artificial intelligence. In the very beginning, it was like something almost not possible, but if it is possible, then it is something closer to games than to something really deep, technological, and able to do uh, something bigger than just simple advices and so on. Right now, we are living in the world when it is possible to build a whole office of AI agents, and these AI agents can close everything that you have inside the office. It means that soon we may forget about secretaries, lawyers, in some cases, doctors. We may forget about everything related with the planning, building the presentation. And if we will do this next stage to AGI, then probably it will be not necessary for a human to spend a lot of time in anything that we have in our job field. Sounds a little bit massive and probably even not understanding, but that's true. Right up to current moment before the beginning of BitTON.AI project, we all were concentrated on a blockchain like on a place at which it is possible to build something in terms of transferring of value that can work without participation of a human. Something that better than banks or a money transferring system. But suddenly we realized that all the cryptocurrency world could be integrated into best modern technologies. And combination of these technologies moves everything on the next level. We now have not computers, but a lot of devices that can work like computer. We now have not glasses, but smart glasses and augmented reality glasses and different types of glasses, ending with helmets of completely full-size virtual reality. Not all the things that we expect will happen in our life became to us in the most understandable way. So I want you all to imagine that blockchain, BitTON, iPod blockchain, artificial intelligence, proof of decentralization blockchain. Not only the simplest version of the blockchain that really works on the finally correct consensus, but something bigger like smart glasses, something that can provide you with the additional functions, which could be completely self-regulated. And that's really important part of this. Whenever we talking about proof of decentralization, it's always raising one and the same problem in understanding. First of all, everybody start to think that this is an EVM. It means another blockchain or blockchain type solution built on top of the existing blockchain, and because of that it's somehow dependent from the fundament. But it's not true. We are building a full-size layer 1 blockchain, and it's closer to the nature of Cosmos and the realization of the protocol not so difficult like we tried to explain. We spent a lot of time and efforts uh, to transfer the idea, and I do realize that this idea sounds not so easy. Source of income like in Ethereum, the possibility to be managed like in blockchain Zoo, and warp system that works with the accumulation of the reputation. All this sounds quite complicated. Imagine that you have a car like Tesla, and you have AI that able to drive your car. That's what iPod blockchain is about. You probably saw this news that Elon Musk became the most rich person in the world in all the history. That's exactly about the same. And one of the common idea, everybody were completely in shock when realized that he is really close to implement this idea. It's not only to create a car industry, a new type of the car industry, electric cars, Tesla, but to make Tesla bigger than just a car, to make Tesla individual point of the communication, the possibility to be connected to Starlink, its next generation of Tesla that will be to have autopilot, which means that AI will drive your car, not yourself. And it means that finally we have a future that came here right now, not in hundreds of years, but now, maybe this year. You may literally get in the car and not to be take care if you have or not a driving license. You will be able to move from point A to point B using this car, and this car will provide you with the communication. This car will provide you with the energy, and this car will provide you with the possibility to be transferred from one point to another. So when we're talking about iPod blockchain, it's simple. In the end of the day, it is the simplest blockchain ever, because the concept of this blockchain exactly like a Tesla car with the Starlink communication under the management of artificial intelligence that are possible to create situation in which you can move literally without any special knowledges, technical background, and to earn money quite quickly because you are a validator. And in this case, iPod is an idea to provide with a blockchain that simple like iPod provides you exactly with the functions that everybody dreamed about to become a blockchain owner or co-owner of the blockchain, to become a validator by using any device you have without necessity to build some heavy mining equipment or place, and that's really works. Then about the fact that it's unique AI powered consensus, it is completely true. And another part of this technology implementation is the machine learning factor. When we start working with any neuronic system, you probably can catch quite interesting feature. Every these systems, they are stupid in the very beginning and became smarter and smarter every next iteration, every next weeks or months you spend for the purposes to work with this. You always provide neuronic system with the feedback, something you like, something don't like. You help to neuronic system to go through the learning process. When we're talking about AI powered consensus, this is first of all about the education, a machine learning process that provides this AI with the unique statistic, reaction, feedback, and makes this blockchain better than anything else. That's why we need a big number of users, a big number of validators in this blockchain, because as an idea, from mathematical point of view, you will have more precise results in case if you're working with a massive number of users and validators in comparing with the situation in which the amount of these validators, these participants of the learning process, not so big. The same situation with the reputation accumulated platform, because long-term data means a lot. So imagine the situation in which proof of decentralization, iPod blockchain, is your student. You teach this blockchain what exactly acceptable in India, in the Philippines, in Korea, in China, Europe, US, or in any other place of the world. And at the same time, this iPod is your teacher, because this iPod provides you with the best strategy how to earn money. Because moving slowly, step by step, from simple validator's point, a software that you have in your device, your smartphone, to the combination between the solar power plant, communication equipment, like Starlink, data center, compute resource, and the source of your profit, it's quite long distance. But this distance designed included into the development of iPod blockchain. This is a super new era of blockchains at all. That's one of the best way how to explain what is iPod blockchain about. Let's move to the next slide. Something happened with my... Oh.
The sun has died. Without energy, the world is freezing. One man discovered how to forge energy, and he chose to use it. Every strike creates power. Every spark is a chance to save the world. Forge energy. Open worlds. Save your sun.
I meant it from the very beginning that usage of this video, quite short video, will bring us to one simple understanding, that actually whenever we're talking about any digital sphere in modern world, we are talking about, first of all, a crisis that came to us, and this crisis moved super fast. And if we will not repeat the arguments that we already used before about the common statistic amount of sources of energy we may receive right now, if we will calculate what is the dynamic of new energy supply sources and necessity to use compute sources, digital needs to calculate everything in this world, I want to explain to you one hidden fact that probably no one pay attention to. Imagine that you have a possibility to change something in this world, and instead of stimulating the worldwide effective work with the opening of new generations of the electricity from the renewable sources, you start somehow be concentrated on nuclear power, something like collecting of solar power from the space. It means the usage of satellites, etc. All these highly recommended or directions at which everybody who is able to detonate big number of assets to build something, all these projects really far away on a huge distance from the regular people, which sounds really strange because it's all about control. We need to remember that this system in which we are living right now is completely, totally under the huge fear. That's why we have wars, all this conflict, because people that manage to occupy power, they really afraid that something start developing without their participation. Something are able to be developed without their participation and out of their control. And because of that, they trying to make everything connected to centralized solution. And in these terms, our start with the game, this is a direction that shows how it's possible to correct, to fix the problem that everybody trying to close eyes on. We trying to teach our users that the situation with the energy you have right now, it's temporary. We are living in a beautiful time. We have enough electricity and we are able to use it whatever we want. But no one is able to predict what will be the situation quite soon, in 1 year, maybe less than 1 year. And if we will start engaging of our users by game with the simple story about the world in which the energy so cheap and completely understandable source of energy like sun died, and that for the purposes to survive you need to make something on a daily basis, something really fruitful to create a resonance that may provide you with the possibility to move through the long way and to open a portal in which you will be able to build your solar power plant. This is the only way how to save your sun, how to restart or fix the problem with the energy in your domestic world. So, play to earn concept, this is our gate, how to attract users. And our team works under the building this game in the perfect way, in the best possible way, in which everything will be super intuitively uh, simple, and that will create the first touch in pure and understandable and almost free way. What does it mean? Whenever you start usage of the gaming dynamic in play to earn concept in BitTON, sorry, not BitTON.AI, in WhatsApp, you may earn watts. And this watts internal coin provides you with the possibility to move forward within this gaming logic. You need to accumulate coins, watts, internal gaming coins. It's only inside the game. We don't have plans to make this coin outside of the game. It's not a crypto, not electronic money, it's just gaming currency. Every next hit of the hammer provides you with the coins, with the experience, and its possibility to upgrade power, equipment, generate higher profits per tab, to develop character itself, its possibility to jump into tournaments and to reach some progress and unlock new content and new worlds. For the purposes to reach a portal inside the gaming logic, it's necessary to accumulate coins, to increase your experience, and to take participation in tournaments, and which leads us to the possibility to work in teams as well. And this is one of the best way how we may work with the community in terms of the accumulating the attention. But once you manage to go through all the gaming logic in WhatsApp, and even to build your virtual solar power plant in this parallel universe after the going through the portal, this one portal, in the end of the basic gaming logic, you will be not only feel how it's exactly difficult to build a solar power plant, you will understand this in all small details, starting from the land plot and ending of the searching the way how to sell the electricity that you will generate. In this gaming form, inclusively the understanding that everything that you have inside the game could be boosted. You may speed up your process of character development by usage of BTN tokens, the only external currency that could be used for buying of chests or boosters is BTN. But in the end of the game, you do understand that one of the best strategy you can do in all your gaming life, this is attempt to build your own solar power plant and to provide your character with the finally passive income. In reality, we are providing users with the possibility to jump into the existing solar power plant. And this is a third part of our ecosystem at this moment, the kilowatt project. Starting from the game in simple form, using of BTN's blockchain, and to be a validator of this blockchain in simple, understandable form. iPod, one of the easiest blockchain that will be ever on the planet, and being able to purchase or to use in your economical activity real world assets tokens, kilowatts, that are a 100% RVA backed by the electricity generated from the existing solar power plant. This is one of the best journey that every user can do in our ecosystem, independently from the point from which you started. Whether you started from the game and finally realized that probably you can be better as a character and you need to buy a chess booster and so on, and for that you need BTNs. Then investigate how exactly it's possible to purchase these BTNs and to collect these BTNs. Then find out that you can be not only a player, you can be an owner of the validator points in iPod blockchain, which is self-learned, AI governed, decentralized, independent, stimulates usage of renewable sources of energy. And in the end of the story, you suddenly realize that you are able to obtain a right of ownership on real world assets, which is literally an electricity. Mentioned by me, Elon Musk on this last Davos conference explained in his interview that quite soon, in a couple of years, the only currency in the world, it will be watts, the measure of power. We offering to be able on early stage to purchase kilowatts, which is much better. I think approximately in 1000 times, much better than simple watts. And we do understand this. This understanding was in the very beginning of all the idea, far, far away from the first moment when everybody all around the world start to talk about the energy as the main measure of the value. In our case, when we're talking about BTN, this is a combination of energy, compute capacity, possibility to build your project on the background that completely decentralized and diversified, not depends from anybody. And we start not from the empty space. We start from the sun, a solar power plant that already exists. It's located in Bulgaria, in European Union, under the regulation of MIGA. We have 330 kilowatt installed capacity that already possible to be converted in real world assets. And this RVA, backed by the generated electricity, will be one of the best value transferring tool and really effective. Why it is so effective? First of all, because of the current price. I can explain in simple economical reasons. Not a long period of time ago, it was another big conference in Europe. It happens in this way. People in Europe do like different types of conferences. And on this, it was about safety. This conference was about the necessity of all European Union countries to decide how exactly it's possible to survive in this world. And the only conclusion they did, it's necessary to be from energy point of view independent from eastern part of the world. They meant Russia. From western part of the world, they meant USA, and to count on own sources of electricity. Right now, you can see a price 20 euro cents per kilowatt hour. Imagine that all the Europe, it's a trillion measure economy. All the Europe Union refused by usage of external sources of energy. It means that internal sources, solar power plants, hydropower plants, and all other renewable, first of all, renewable sources of energy, because nothing were changed in attempts from the side of EU to stimulate usage of renewable sources of energy. So these sources of energy became the main source from which all the industry, all these BMW, Maserati, I don't know, these huge industrial factories and so on, they will start usage of such type of the energy. The price immediately will go up. And they all do understand this in 2 times, in 3 times, especially when we're talking about the Bulgaria. It is a country that jumps into the new currency usage. They accepted finally euro, and it means that all the prices will be more than current one in at least 1-2 times. So we're talking about quite interesting hedging case. What does it mean, hedge? It means that everybody who will jump into kilowatt token now will be able to keep good price from the very beginning. In a couple of months, the price on this token will be completely different. Not 20 euro cents, but equal to the market price. Everything depends from the moment when a user will be able to obtain, to purchase these tokens and to start usage of these tokens for the purposes to save your capital or for other needs. Total capitalization of this issue of tokens is equal to 1,029,000 of euro, but we talking about only one small size of the capacity, 330 kilowatts per hour of installed capacity. It means that if the amount of this capacity will be increased, then the capitalization will be increased approximately. We have, in parallel with this, negotiations about another scope of the capacity that equal to 200 megawatts. That leads us to the market with the common scope, which is equal to more than half of billion, 654 millions. So it is a really good and progressive directions. All right, let me move to the next slide. Somehow I will do this. Yes, this one. And one interesting observation. I think that not all of you managed to calculate that today is completely unique day. We are the project that exists 10 months, because today it's 17th of February and we started 17th of April 2025. And this 2 months, it's a journey. It's a perfect journey that we started, some of us more than 1 year ago, much more than 1 year ago. But if we're talking about our community, it is definitely a year ago. Sorry, let me go back to this slide. And it's not easy path, and still we have a lot of things to do. We have a huge challenges, an old one, a new one. But what is the most important? We are moving forward step by step. Already 10 months, and we, after all these changes, after all these obstacles that we managed to move through, we are building a really successful background. We are really close to the huge cutting edge technology implementation. We are definitely managed to work out all together with the community a best possible narrative to find the pain in the world that need to be solved from the side of our project, and we do know how to do this. And one of the most important and effective confirmation of this is the fact that I'm the person that was from the very beginning of this project. I still see faces and people that were in April 2025. I have a lot of new faces, and I'm glad to see you all here. And of course, I do have a lot of expectations for the future, and I believe that we are able to change this world effectively. So please accept, all of you, my congratulations from my name and from the name of our team with 10 months of building the future, because our team has done an incredible job and we are only accelerating. Thank you for walking this path with us. This milestone belongs to all of us. Thank you for your trust, for your support, for your collaboration, and we will provide you with the relevant feedback quite soon. So please, you can use this unique inside information about our project for your teams to celebrate. And one more last slide, sorry, the one that I want to put your attention on. The future starts now, and this is not only the words. Because one of the biggest challenge that we had from the very beginning was not in the question how technically is possible to build this project. It was completely understandable. And yes, I do understand that to explain how exactly a blockchain works, it was not so easy, especially for people that not deeply involved into technical part of the question. But in the end of the day, this construction, uh, the way how we explain this to our users became more and more understandable. We received a huge scope of feedback from the side of the community, and I believe that people that take participation in this call are able to confirm this to because I don't think that we do have some reasonable advices, opinions, or initiatives that were skipped by our team. Our support works almost 24/7. Our team trying to implement each and every ideas in making our decisions more and more effective. So ahead of us, launch of P2E game. What's up? We are really close to that, and we're doing all our possible to make it effective. A global marketing campaign. It's a hard work that our marketing team involved into and working right now, and it will be really loud and visible to everybody. And we believe that you will help in this development and launch of our own blockchain. All 2026 will be completely dedicated to this process. And taking into account that today is February 17th, and our blockchain plan to implement this blockchain still remains in the end of the March, it will require from our tech team a huge concentration on the development works, and we will dive into it inclusively me. And it means that we will have some changes in our work of Zooms and workshops. We try now to make a first level of optimization. It's to group all the workshops at least within one day. Then it will provide us with a more possibility to be concentrated on development work. I think quite soon, maybe even sooner than you expect, we will finally receive new speakers, and it means only one. We continue development of the project, and everybody need to be concentrated on the things they are able to do. So new products, new integrations, and new opportunities that will be on our platform, it's the things that definitely will happen. So thank you for believing. First of all, it is important, and I want you all to listen this from my side and from the side of our team. Thank you for believing. Thank you for building with us, because all these things we build with your participation, for you, with your involvement, and it's really great, unique experience. Thank you for growing with us, and let's continue creating something truly great together. BitTON.AI, I will repeat the words from which I start today's conversation with you. BitTON.AI, bigger than any one of us, bigger than any one of us. This is a simple, pure ticket to the future that we build together. That's all from my side. Um, I think that for all of you, it was really important and interesting to at least go through all this information. I wish you all the best in development of this project. I think that on our AMA session, you will receive all the answers you are looking for if you want to. And thank you for participation in this call. We have, as always, perfect timing, 46 minutes. I again want you all to accept my congratulations with the 10 months of our project and wish you all the best. See you soon. On AMA session, our team will provide you with answers on all questions. It will start quite soon, I think in 1 or 2 hours. Please stay tuned with our channel and have a nice day. Let's stay in touch. Bye bye.